Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this Crown Jewel review and opinions video. Now, my voice is pretty much packing up, to be honest, so I don't know how much talking I'm going to be able to do. So I'm going to try and go for 20 minutes and I'm going to try and get as many comments in as I can. So what I want to say is, really enjoyed the show. I'm going to give it an 8. Obviously, John Cena, AJ Styles, I think is a 5-star match. That is doing a lot of heavy lifting. I did say at the end of the watch-along, if I was to criticize this show, I think the women's tag match was okay. It was fun. It was acceptable. I don't know that it was really mind-blowing or anything like that. I mean, I didn't feel it was as good as the main event. I didn't think it was as good as John Cena's match. So, you know, maybe that could have been a little bit stronger. The Tiffany-Stephanie match is the one that I think really kind of lets the show down. I think the match is fine. I think it would have been a perfectly acceptable Raw main event, but it just doesn't reach the levels of the other matches. I don't mind Jay and Roman. I think that's pretty fun. I thought that was quite a creative finish. I think it's quite brave to have Bronson get the victory. I did not expect that. So I actually applaud them for that. I applaud them as well, actually, for having Stephanie win. I really thought they were going to go Tiffany. John Cena winning makes sense. Rhea winning makes sense. Very interested to see what's next for the Kabuki Warriors. And Seth winning makes sense. I don't think Seth needed to suffer another defeat here to Cody. And I felt pretty good that Seth would get the win, actually, because I think they made it quite obvious it was going to go that way, with laying it on so thick that if he'd have lost, he might have lost the Vision, he might have lost Heyman, you know. Of course, then he would be 4-0 against Cody. You know, Seth really needed this, so good that he got the job done. Used the watch as well. Obviously, that was the gift that Cody gave him. So, in a way, Cody's generosity came back to bite him in the backside, because it was that gift that Seth used to beat Cody. So I think that's kind of poetic. But obviously, it's all about John, AJ, and their absolute banger. I mean, that moment with the Sister Abigail is so, so special. So, yeah, for me, I think this is all going to shake out to about an 8. If it was going to be a bit above that or higher above that, I'd want like an OMG moment, a return, maybe Austin Theory, something like that, right? Or The Rock, or Brock, or maybe not Brock, but, you know, you get my point, like an OMG moment, a return, or a Oberfemi, that would have been good. And then in regards to, like, Tiffany-Stephanie, I think that could have been stronger. Women's tag match, I didn't hate it. To be honest, I feel sorry for them because they had to follow John and AJ. And I'm not sure that any match could have followed that. I think that match does about as good a job as you could have tried and hoped for to try and follow. I mean, I'd imagine those women were at the back going, how the hell are we meant to follow that? So I don't envy them with that whatsoever. So, yeah, I think they did as good a job as they probably could, to be honest. So, yeah, okay, let's get to your thoughts. Those are just a few of my thoughts. So, Uncle Howdy Dreads said it was 10 out of 10. Black Ice said, Lovin' Reed won. I think Usos maybe join Vision at War Games if Theory doesn't join. Stephanie was good. Cena versus AJ. It wasn't epic. Bray tribute was cringe as didn't hit it well, but was a good comedy spot match, especially with the Tombstone and the Walls of Jericho. Felt like I was playing 2K on PS5. Comedy hits enjoyed. Tag match was good. I hope this is not the end of that story. Io and Asuka and Kyrie as best story for a while. Cody and Seth was a good match. Loved Seth's detail with the 3 stages. Creative have stepped up. As Jacob says, all gas, no brakes. Black Ice giving it a 7. Mitchell said, really great show. I was prepared for a show, so maybe that added into it. But it's a solid 8 club entry. AJ Cena gets the extremely rare invitation to the top floor of the 8 club and can enjoy all the refreshments in the 9 club. Gamer Bro said, Crown Jewel was amazing. Cena AJ is match of the year. Cody should have won to make it 4-0 against Seth. The drama between Jay and Jimmy is interesting as it could lead to Jay going heel. Overall score 9.5, says Gamer Bro. Taker 1990 said Crown Jewel was an 8. Cena AJ should have been the main event. Here's the new name for Seth. It's Seth Cheating Rollins. Happy birthday to Rhea Bloody Ripley. Congratulations to Stephanie for winning. Much better than WrestlePalooza. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, buds. Riley said, thought it was great. A step above the last few PLEs. Pleased with all the matches. John versus AJ is probably match of the year, no doubt. Love the Bray Wyatt tribute from John. 8.6 from me, says Riley. Robbie said, solid show, really enjoyed it. Bronson beating Roman is huge for him. More Bloodline cinema incoming. Cena Styles was just a classic, one for the ages. That's why they are 2 of the greatest to ever do it. Seth finally beats Cody and even does it alone. Great night for the Vision. Robbie said a step up from WrestlePalooza, 675. I wonder if Styles will be around all of 2026 or finish in February. I can see him signing an extension. Congratulations to La Primera. Tiffy time is simply not on her level. Thank God Cody finally loses a match. The Vision are still mid AF though. Aaron said, kind of wish that was Cena's retirement match. It was perfect. AJ is Cena's greatest in-ring opponent, not rival, opponent. As for the rest, Seth versus Cody was a great main event. Everything else was there, I suppose. So 7 from Aaron. Real John said, I thought Crown Jewel was a pretty good show. Cena AJ was wow. Just an amazing masterpiece of a match. Tiffany, Stephanie, I really didn't care for personally. Tiffany just needs to be a heel. Main event was good. I just knew that Seth was winning. So overall, 775. Plum Girl said, Daze, what an enjoyable show. I have no appropriate words for Cena AJ. I'll admit the tears were real. The moves, the respect, the love those gentlemen have for wrestling was all out there in the ring. Absolutely lovely. 775. Just Me said, very redeeming from WrestlePalooza. Cena versus AJ did what needed to be done. Deliver a phenomenal match. And the rest of the show was very good. SmackDown and this PLE was a great job. So let's hope that Raw can finish this amazing weekend strong. Connor said, I really enjoyed Cena Styles match. A lot of awesome moves by both Cena and Styles. A massive congratulations to both Rhea and Io winning. And congratulations to Seth winning. I really like the Coast to Coast by Seth. I rate Crown Jewel 10 out of 10. It was an awesome show, says Connor. Uncle Revel said, show of the year for me. Every match a banger. We told some stories. We had some fun. This was night and day versus WrestlePalooza. The Bray tribute hit me right in the feels. Let's keep doing this. 875, says Uncle Revel. Connor said, I think Crown Jewel was an alright show, but I was gutted when Jay speared Roman. As Roman said, he doesn't want to see both until Christmas. A massive congrats to Stephanie. I think that Cena Styles was match of the night. Brady said it was a fantastic show. Every match was great, but match of the night by a long shot was Cena AJ Styles. The moment of the night was the Sister Abigail and the Fireflies. It had me in the feels. Let's see if Raw continues the hype. Chris said, Daze, the show was much better than I expected. 675. It was worth calling in sick for work, even if I'm not sick at all, because John and AJ had a 5-star classic. That doesn't mean anything, and John paying tribute to... That doesn't mean anything. And paying tribute to Bray gave me the feels. I don't know what that bit means. They had a 5-star classic that doesn't mean anything, and John paying tribute to Bray. Well, Chris, I picked up most of it. I just didn't quite get this bit here. Daryl says 8. Great to see Bronson win. The story needed that. Cena AJ, what a match. Great to see all the tributes, especially the Bray one. And then the crowd to throw up the Fireflies was just magical. Is that match on the podium with Taker HBK at WrestleMania 25? Great stream. See you for Raw, says Daryl. Daniel said Cena Styles a show stealer, but SmackDown was better than Crown Jewel, as Crown Jewel was just leftovers of the previous creative as a whole, but SmackDown shows a bit of hope. Comic Book Guy said it was honestly amazing. Nico said it was great and fun show, enjoyed all the matches. Cena Styles stole the show, 5 stars, unreal. Cody, Seth was fun as well, and the tag match was goods. Glad to see Steph win. I'm tired of Tiffy. Wouldn't have minded a surprise at the end, but 775. See you days, Nico. Shout out to you. Alptata said no illegal interference. This PLE felt like a PLE. 8.5. Bones said it was a pretty good show. I give it an 8. J Omega said Crown Jewel was the best PLE I've seen, tied with Evolution. Cena AJ was match of the night. Roman Bronson was good. Tiffany and Steph was all right. Rhea EO winning was a good moment, and Rhea and Seth versus Cody was a Mania main event worthy match. So overall, grade A. Hitting that turnbuckle said it was good but unspectacular, other than Cena Styles. Uncle Howdy, there you are, said Crown Jewel was a great show for me, Daze. Great to see you again, buds. I appreciate what you do for the community. Do we think Monday we will build War Games? I don't know, to be honest. It might be a bit early. War Games is at the end of November. We're not quite at the middle of October yet, so we've still got like a month and a half. We've still got like 6 odd weeks to go. But yeah, I mean, I suppose in a way we're gonna start putting some pieces together, but I feel like there's probably a few twists and turns that we've got to go through first. I mean, we know that Roman, Jay, and potentially Jimmy are rumoured to be on the same team for Survivor Series, yet we just heard Roman say, I don't want to see you until Christmas. So, you know, it's one of those where this is going to twist and turn a little bit. So I don't think you're going to see any major moves. I think we're still too far away, but, you know, little pieces being put in place as we head towards Survivor Series. Anarchy Creations, their best card of the year. John Elite said it was fantastic. Cena AJ match. Love the ring introduction for AJ. AJ's TNA gear is phenomenal. Really love the moves they did, especially Sister Abigail. It's going to be interesting to see what's next for Roman and the Usos. I thought someone was going to interfere during Seth Cody. Raymond said, Daze, I thought Crown Jewel was good, matches good, and the best match was Cena AJ. It was phenomenal to watch. So overall, I'm going to respectfully rate it 7.25. Shout out to you, Raymond. Eric said it was cinema. It was great. Mark said, I enjoyed it. Main event, fantastic. Great match. Great storytelling with the watch. And Seth needed that win. Seth going mental at Kathy was the highlight of the night. Norma says 7.25. Kanan said, today show was insane. OTC is great with a 7. Cena AJ impressed with 10. Tiffany, Steph, it was better, so 6. Rio and Kabuki Warriors, Asuka knows how to feud an audience, 8.5. That's a good image. Is that AI maybe? I'm not sure. But Canon, thank you. Jennifer said ESPN sucks. I was watching, and in the middle of the show, it cut off, and the only way to finish was to watch in Spanish. I've not heard anyone else mentioning that, so I don't know if that was like just an issue in your area or something, but moody. Right, Brendan, thank you. Dylan said that Cena AJ match was so amazing. I think it should have main evented. It's the greatest match of 2025 in my opinion. After that match, the other matches just couldn't compete. Crown Jewel was levels above the previous PLE with WrestlePalooza. We didn't just have one very good match, we had several. Cena Styles was match of the night, possibly match of the year. It was crazy and brilliant. Visionary finally beat Cody too, 8.5. And Tracy said, finally, a good PLE. I score the event an 8. Yeah, I mean, look, I think a lot of you are really into this. A lot of 7s, 7.5s, a lot of 8s. I'm very much there as well. 7, 7, 5, 8 is what I said at the end of the watch along, but I'm quite happy to go 8, honestly. I'm quite happy to go 8, but it probably only just gets there. I'm totally with you guys. Yeah, 7, 7, 5, 8, 7.5 I can go with. That sort of range. I think that, as we said, might have needed a bit of an OMG moment, a return, a call up, you know, something like that to have kind of boosted that score a little bit. Stephanie and Tiffany could have been a bit stronger. I think that was the weakest match. That would have boosted the score a little bit as well. It's just little things like that, really, that just kind of edge the score up, which is why, for me, I think this was, a much, much better PLE than WrestlePalooza. I absolutely agree with you guys. So there we go. Seems like the community enjoyed it. Love to hear that, to be honest. Really, really good. So yeah, appreciate the support. Don't forget, we are going to be back later on the main channel with Unseen. Hopefully my voice has recovered with a few hours rest, so don't expect that like for a few hours. I'm going to try and let my voice rest a little bit, and don't forget, we are back tomorrow with TNA Bound for Glory. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.